Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ohio Anime. My name is John, and it's the anime show that doesn't take place in the morning, not here anyways, but it is morning in Japan, so that's how we're getting away with it. Irashaimase. Welcome in. We got Phil right off the rip here, which I have to unmute. There you are. How's it going?
Hey, had me muted. Sure. Hey, John.
Boy, you're looking. I don't know. You get festive. You get orange hat, so I feel Halloween's still here. But then,
It's
this
more like deer hunting season orange. Although I don't hunt, but
Gotcha.
just seemed
Okay.
with the season. And then this is a Schitt's Creek. I don't know if you've ever seen Schitt's Creek, but it's kind of a well-known saying from the show from this character David.
Nice. You remember SNL with Will Ferrell era and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't religiously watch it, but yep, I remember that era. I was like the golden age, one of them.
I mean, certainly for our age, it was
our generation for sure, yeah.
But there's Ashley ordered a Christmas sweater that says "La Tits Now."
Oh, yeah. I think that was from one of the Jeopardy ones, right?
Yeah. Yep. So, anyways, we're here tonight to talk about anime. It's been a hot minute since we've had an anime episode. We're finally kind of getting back on track a little bit for what's going on here with the show. And tonight we'll be finishing off season 2 of Kaiju number 8. I know that wrapped up a little bit ago, but we did cover basically the first half of it, of season 2. So we might as well wrap up the latter half. And before, and then it's going to be some interesting things that we get into before things really go nuts in January. All the big shows coming back in January.
Right.
So, but we'll have Andrew coming in a little bit later to talk about that. Before we get there, just everybody make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're live now on YouTube, X, Twitch. So any of those places you can find us under Popcasts on the Rocks. Our on-demand stuff for YouTube will be on our Ohio Anime channel. So I don't know what best way to do it, but you can find us in a lot of places. So take your pick, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that sort of thing. We've really appreciated the reception to Lord of Mysteries discussions. So looking forward to that show continuing. And if there's other shows that you're really passionate about, like Lord of Mysteries, let us know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So before Andrew gets here, before we jump into Kaiju number 8, let's talk about what we've been watching other than Kaiju. What's been the top of your list or the very bottom of it?
Ooh, okay. I mean, I don't know if I have any on the very bottom. If I have something I don't like a lot, I usually just kind of don't. I just don't continue on with it. But yeah, I mean, so full disclosure, I finished Kaiju number 8 a few weeks ago. So I haven't watched it that lately. I know you just kind of binged the last a little bit, right? So I know you're fresher with it than me. But so Dana and I have been watching the new second season of Campfire Cooking in Another World of My Absurd Skill, which is I think we've talked about it before, but for the uninitiated, it's a technically an isekai. It's kind of a slice of life, cozy. I would call it a cozy isekai, where the protagonist, his skill is online grocery, and he can order anything he wants from like Japanese online groceries And so that skill has allowed him to take on multiple familiars at this point. But the primary familiar he has is Fel the Fenrir, which is he's pretty much S-ranked, creature monster who basically will do anything he needs to do to protect the protagonist, who's his meal ticket, because he loves the cooking. And so it's just great stuff. It's just adorable. It's fun. There is some like exciting adventure. It's like a very adventure-y. They just kind of travel around and go on these adventures and like cook good food. It's like part cozy adventure show, part cooking anime. It's just great. So it's one of Mappa's the animation studio. So it's
nice
just to behold. It's just all things about it are awesome. And then I've been watching another isekai called something like, obviously my status as an assassin exceeds the hero's something or other, blah blah blah. It's quite good. It's pretty well animated. It's good. I mean, I think I've been liking that one.
I don't what caused you to try that one? Because I feel like for me at this point now, if anything has a really long title, unless people are raving about it, I'm staying away from it.
Sure. I usually check. Same. I start with like, what is their rating on Crunchyroll? What's their rating on My Anime List? And if they have pretty good ratings, and it looks, and I read a little online, like, oh yeah, animation's really good. The story's actually good. It's like, it was a popular manga or this or that. I base it off some of that. But it's enjoyable. I like that a lot. The biggest surprise that I picked up on a whim, that I really have been enjoying, that I think is awesome, is I think it's called Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider or something like that. This has been great because it's introduced me to a whole new like fandom that I didn't even know existed. So, I mean, some of our viewers, and maybe John, you too, might be familiar with the Kamen Rider series. I think it was like a TV show, like a real actor TV show back in the 70s and maybe 80s in Japan. Kind of gives me like Power Rangers vibes, but the heroes dress as like in like these kind of like pseudo bug costumes. They also ride motorcycles, which is why they're Kamen Riders. And so this show is kind of an ode to that fandom, and it's about the main characters are like super fans who actually want to be Kamen Riders. And the best part about this show, I think, are that the bad guys are like these really dopey, kind of like pseudo Nazi style, like kind of like, it reminds me of like what's the bad guy group on Captain America?
Hydra.
It reminds me kind of Hydra. It's like this like Soviet era, like and they're they wear these silly costumes and they say these silly things and they give it, and but then it turns out that this organization is actually real, and so these individuals who would have loved to be in the show or huge fans of the show actually get to like start fighting crime. It's great. I mean, it's like, okay. It's pretty, it's just pretty, what's the word? It's like pretty goofy at times, but I don't know, something about it. It's exciting all the time. It's just like, there's never a dull moment. And, it's just really fun.
Does it feel more comedic, or does it feel more serious, or is it just striking the right balance?
It's a mix, but I mean, there are certainly funny parts. Like one of the characters. So this is Tojima, I think is his name, and then there's also a character. Her name is Tackle. I forget her name in the show. She's a school teacher, but her character's name in Kamen Rider is Tackle, and she dresses kind of like this like ladybug looking costume. And there's one of her students is like, so for example, one of her students is in love with her, and he's like this really nerdy student, and he professes his love to her like on the street. Right in the middle there. Tackle professes his love to her on the street, as like this like some gang members from this evil organization are like holding up a gas station. So she's like trying to gently like put him down while she's like trying to rush off to this to like beat these guys up. And then she ends up just like stripping down and changing into her costume, like right in front of this young teenage boy who like is in love with her as his teacher. And he's just like, so it's quite funny. She's like, here, hold my stuff for me. And this will be our little secret. And then he's just like, now he's like enraptured with her because he's sorry to get down to her underwear to get into her. It's like stuff like that. It's quite funny.
Okay.
But it's really fun. It's like very like kind of the fighting is like very what's the word? It like exaggerated.
You mute your computer or something. You got like notifications.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Is that I can't get it to stop doing that. It's trying to get like added a device, but stop that. My computer's being wonky, so I'll try to get it to stop. But the fights are like very exaggerated, and like sometimes these Kamen Rider characters will like punch each other because they're like trying to be the one to like stop the. It's just like pretty goofy, but I don't know. It's a mix. It's a mix. Oh.
I normally wouldn't be interested in this, I guess, but you liking it and then seeing just a few images, it's really seems to be drawn well, and I'm kind of drawn to how serious it looks to be drawn for something silly.
Yeah,
like you can look, if anyone watching, you see these costumes and stuff, they look kind of ridiculous, but it's drawn and they all look like they're being really serious about it. So I don't know, that's just kind of appeals to me.
Yeah, it's it's really good. It's not always goofy. I mean, sometimes it's serious, but yeah, it's drawn. It's got really kind of like, I feel like really kind of bold outlines and stuff, and I feel like the animation is pretty good. So can you still hear me?
Speaking of bold people,
you gotta stop doing it.
Andrea. Yes, I can still hear you. Andrea, how's it going? I can't hear Andrea though.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you,
okay,
Phil.
Good. Okay. Not sure what I cared, but as long as it doesn't mess with the stream.
Yeah.
Well, while Andrea's fixing your mic, yes, I think it's quite good. I think it's really interesting. It's like a whole new fandom I'm being introduced to. I highly recommend. I think it's like a sleeper hit on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Definitely check it out. I think you won't be disappointed. And I think there's a lot of like old, like 70s and 80s Japanese like cultural fandom stuff that you would appreciate too.
Right. Andrea, test. Andrea, test.
Doesn't seem like it's working.
No,
not at all. I've also been watching One Punch Man, which is on Hulu. Season 3.
Okay.
Hasn't been great.
That started.
Hasn't been great.
It hasn't been?
No.
Oh, no.
I know. It's very disappointing to everyone.
I mean, especially being it took so long for it to come out, right?
I know. It's like JC staff, the people who were like funding, like who, gave the funds to JC staff to make it, like didn't give them enough money to like do it justice, and everyone's annoyed about it again because it's like just a continuation of season 2, which is underwhelming. I think season 1 was Madhouse and everyone loved it, and season 2 is JC staff and people were kind of meh, and then season 3 is like more of the same. So it's disappointing. I still like it because I love the story and I read the manga and I want to see it come to life, but
is it like, so you like the manga? The manga is good.
Yeah.
So then it's not the story and not the characters. No. It's the execution. You're saying it's
execution and like
choppy or
it's like pacing. It's like animation is just like there's one scene where Guru, the guy in the black there, he's like a villain protagonist. It's kind of complicated, but he like comes down it, like walks down a hill, but he literally just like slides down it like he's on a conveyor belt, and people are like, come on. They just like they're just phoning in a lot of the non-fight animation, and it's just
Welcome, Andrea.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I swear I heard you before.
Oh, there she is. It's not matching up with your screen, but that's right.
Yeah,
Yep. Oh my gosh, all kinds of problems.
I just get to have all the fun.
Yep, that's right. Well, thanks for making it here. We've kind of gone through Phil's list of stuff he's been watching, which is pretty good.
Do you not,
Andrea?
Not hear?
I hear John.
Oh, weird. I can now.
Oh, weird.
That is definitely weird.
We don't really need John.
This is like an audio gamers.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know what's happening.
Well, I can hear both of you, so I'll just run the podcast, I guess.
Okay, you.
Now I can't hear John.
And John will make signs.
Now I can't hear John.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just.
You're messing with me. Oh, you got
me. Wait, you can hear me now, Andrea? Because I was talking before, Andrea. You can hear me now?
You can't hear him?
Okay, no. Maybe.
Nope. Genuinely no.
This is going to be difficult. Okay, well. So John was saying we just got through my list of anime, which he said sounded super dope. So he didn't say that exactly. I'm embellishing a little bit.
Here's about you make a recommendation. What was, I know One Punch Man was on the screen just previously, but what was
the one before that is Tojima. What is it called? Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Oh no! Oh yeah, Kamen Rider. Yeah. Sorry, the name did not the last.
Okay. So John, you know how that there was sorry, Andrea. So when John and I were talking, there was like some Bluetooth thing that was trying to pair with my computer, and it kept dinging. So I just paired with it. I didn't know what it was. I was like, well, hopefully that'll get to stop dinging. And then Dana just texted me. She's like, your podcast Bluetooth into my loony light. I just turned it off. Like we have one of those little lights that is like that you get off Instagram. So anyway, and it also is Bluetooth. I was like, oops. Anyway, honestly,
right?
Yeah, she's probably like, I've listened to Phil talk about anime enough. I don't need to sit with.
I mean, I didn't.
Sure.
I didn't hear that. I felt the emotion of that.
It's called Andrew. You'd like this too. It's called Tojima. Yeah, Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. So it's like about this. I mean, you can rewatch the episode to find out more, but. Basically, Kamen Rider was a TV show from like the 70s and 80s in Japan. Super popular, kind of like a Power Rangers theme, but more I think maybe it was a kids show, but I think it was more for like teenagers and adults. Then they wear like these kind of bug fighting costumes, and they ride motorcycles, and so the show is about these super fans from when they were kids, and they actually want to be Kamen Rider characters, and then they find out that the secret evil organization that the people fought in the show actually does exist, so they get kind of pulled into like trying to stop this. It's great. It's great. You guys should check it out. It's
sounds
awesome.
Fun.
It's super fun, I'm learning a lot about this new like this show and the fandom that exists for the show. It's like a real popular fandom from like that people like probably Gen X Japanese people would be like, we love this is part of my childhood, that kind of thing. So really cool. And I was telling John, and we were talking about One Punch Man, that season 3 One Punch Man actually is underwhelming so far. So,
oh, that's disappointing. I'm sorry for you. You were so excited for that. I mean, I am also looking forward to it. It's on my list of things to get to, but damn, I know for you that's a harder punch to take.
It is.
On the title.
Right. It is. I was telling John, I still enjoy it, like, because I love the manga and I love the story, and it's still worth watching, but it could be so much better. And it's just the pacing and the animation. It's just like JC Staff either doesn't care that much about the IP or doesn't have the funding from the whoever's funding it to like make it. It's like, it's almost like it's probably like, well, we get paid the same whether we put out something magical or put out crap. And they're probably like, we're just going to put it out and whatever. Like, we're just going to do what we're going to do. And we don't really care if it's like uber popular or not. Like I have read that maybe, and I don't know this for certain, maybe JC Staff deeply cares about their content, but I've read online that people are like, oh yeah, JC Staff is one of those animation companies that like just puts out stuff and they don't care to be one of like a MAPPA or a, you know, what are some of the other ones, John, that you love? Like
Trigger or something.
Trigger, or, you know, some of the ones that like, you know, want to be like top. Maybe that's not true.
Yeah, Production IG, you know.
But yeah, maybe, or you
Studio
know,
Sato.
Ufotable, I don't know. Yeah.
Can you
maybe
hear
that's
me?
not true. Maybe that's not true, but I've never heard great things about the one.
JC Staff.
JC Staff, thank you.
Can you hear me now, Andrea, now?
Yeah, there's nothing worse than when you really love an anime and like the next season is so underwhelming. Like they put out something good. It doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3 seasons, and then you get to a season and you're just like, it's so hard to just, and it's worse when you can see it too. Not just like the storyline and the pacing, like you were saying, but the animation isn't there. It's so hard to take.
Yep. I think I just froze.
Bill, relay the message if she doesn't see it here.
For
me. Oh, okay.
Tell Andrea to disconnect and reconnect. Okay, there she got it.
Andrea, John says to disconnect and reconnect.
Yes. Do you want me to leave the show fully?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Bye.
He says don't come back. See ya.
Okay, well, hopefully, because that was going to be impossible, so hopefully that works out and she comes back here. The big thing
we talk the whole time, so
I need to talk about is Chainsaw Man. I saw the Chainsaw Man movie, so I didn't make it to. Yes, I did not make it to Demon Slayer the movie, unfortunately, in theaters, but I did get to Chainsaw Man, and which honestly is more excited about anyways. Chainsaw Man in terms of like reoccurring shows or continuing shows right now is definitely the top for me. So I was happy to be able to make it. It's a movie that's not too long. It's holds up to the production quality that you'd expect from the TV show that we got, but better. Like I felt like I had an issue with some of the CG looking elements of the show initially, the television show. But in this, I feel like that was vastly improved, and they did I don't know. It was great as a movie. You know, you always wonder with some of the anime, like should it be should it be a show, would it be better as a series, or be better as a movie? And it seems to be. I thought it worked well as a film.
Great.
Andrea's back.
Think she can hear you too. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
And you look way clearer.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, you guys are coming through more clearly too, so maybe it was just a rushed connection. I don't know.
Perfect.
Technology is a mystery.
It really is.
I still am considering reading more of the Chainsaw Man manga. I just don't know if I don't know. I go back and forth between whether I want to just enjoy it, watching it for the first time and wait for all that, or if I just want to read it. I will say I docked the movie at least a half point for no nipples. Reno's my complaint here. And now, however, I will say, I'm not sure which way is worse. I feel like different people have different opinions on this one. There are no nipples in this scene in the manga as well. So unlike, say, Hell's Paradise, which is a more recent offender, in the manga, things look normal, anatomically correct. And in the television show, now things are alien and don't make any sense. They had nipples surgically removed, whatever.
Yep.
So I think it's where Chainsaw Man appears, which magazine it is in Japan. That's typically for whatever age group, and having to adhere to some like censor and like societal decency laws and stuff like that. And so Chainsaw Man falls in that, which is a little crazy because it's so like graphic, traumatic and violent and stuff.
I agree. It's strange.
You know, to me it's in the bracket. It's much closer to being in the bracket of a Hell's Paradise than in like a Demon Slayer, you know. But whatever. So anyways, that's probably my biggest complaint, other than I was hoping to love the opening theme song. I didn't love the opening theme song, but I do think this is a movie that would benefit from a rewatch. Like, despite me not having the surprises anymore, I am kind of excited to watch it again
for sure
and pick up some of the nuance, because again, I like that this author, whether you agree with the things he thinks or not, he is a thinker. He does contemplate stuff, and he has interesting, thought-provoking work. So he's detail oriented in his thoughtful scripts. So
I'm excited. I probably won't get to see it in theaters, but I realize that I won't be able to see it until sometime next year. But it looks awesome. Excited. Glad you went. You liked it though overall.
Yep.
Nice.
Overall, very good.
Cool.
Very good. Andrea, anything you've been watching other than Kaiju?
Campfire cooking.
Okay.
I'm all caught up on that.
Oh, you are nice.
Yes, I am. I love it.
From last night?
Yep.
Nice. We just watched it last night. It's like, oh, so sweet.
Yeah. I'm super on top of it. Like,
nice.
Sneaky became one of my favorite shows.
So good.
I really was a doubter when I first started it. You know, I just was like, it's like so tame and kind of middle. It's very mid. But no, I love it now. What else am I watching? Oh, on Netflix, Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity.
Oh, is that good?
I like that. I kept with it. Yeah, it's really cute. It's a good character development story. It's, you know, not lots of big action or anything, but it's just cute slice of life relationships. First love. It's adorable. I love it.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then something just came out that I started the second season. Where did that go? Yeah. The Supernatural, or the Bed and Breakfast for Spirits.
Yep. Dave's watching it.
Yeah. Yep.
We just picked that one up again. Like, we're in the middle of season 1.
Okay.
Nice.
Like, we've been, honestly, outside of when we finished up Dawn to Dawn, and now finishing up Kaiju, and then seeing the Chainsaw Man movie, which is like, oh, that sounds like something. But we've been pretty out of managing time to watch anime. Sure. So we're like, what do we? You know, we have a lot of things we want to like get to here. What's a chill thing that we were in the middle of? We can't watch them all at once, so we started the Takurio Bed and Breakfast again, and so that'd be cool. It looks like there's 6 episodes out in season 2 or something like that. I think.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, it's a good chill anime. I feel like I'm in a chill phase right now because I'm also trying to watch the Alien stuff for the regular pod and for myself. So it just feels like that's nice and separate.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for Kaiju. But Kaiju isn't like stressful and dramatic. It's just good.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, speaking of which, let's talk about some Kaiju number 8. So the last time we were discussing Kaiju, we had it was basically the first half of the second season. It was pretty much the perfect point to stop watching. So we're picking up from what's episode 18 and going forward here. As I kind of had to give myself a little bit of a recap because it was a little bit of time in between.
Sure.
And, because watching through the second half, I felt things were a little slow at times. But then I had to remember, but we crescendoed at episode 17. And then, so all kinds of crazy stuff did happen in season 2. And then it just had this time to quiet down and ramp back up.
Yep.
Yes.
So, because when we pick up here, our leader, our great leader of the whole defense force has died.
Did he though?
Spoilers, everyone. I should put that up on the page here. But yeah, it's so pretty traumatic, and we've been introduced to new people, new leaders. There's more pressure on the young ones. We see that number 9 has evolved, and even like their best plus Kaiju number 8 can't stand a chance against like a newly formed number 9. So they're in trouble.
Doesn't seem good
when we pick up.
Doesn't seem good.
Yeah. That's kind of where we pick up. What do we think of this second half of the season? And what stands out is something we got to talk about, like kind of the way they reform, the way they're thinking about the Kaiju going forward.
Yeah, I can start a little bit. I enjoyed the pause and regroup because we got a little bit of different episodes where we got to focus on the team, but individually or in their kind of individual / pairings that they were broken up into as they re-gear up to face off against number 9. Everybody got training time. They got new gear. They got, episodes that are focused on, okay, what's the character trait that we're going to focus on? What's your strength? What are you bringing besides the suit? What's your style that we can enhance? Even Kafka, he kind of was in the background a little bit, which I enjoyed for a couple of episodes. But even he got, okay, you can't just be Kaiju number 8 all the time. You need to be part of the defense force and have people fighting skills. So everybody got something, and I enjoyed that. And we got little backstories sprinkled in there for some side characters. I enjoyed this big, long training montage, essentially.
Yeah, what do you think, Phil?
I agree with all that. I particularly really enjoyed all of the new super tough, creepy Kaiju that he kind of brought along with him in the final leading up into the final battle, like that creepy
they were inventive
Kaiju that it's really cool, very just
good design.
Inventive new baddies to fight. That was cool. I like that Kafka's finally I'm gonna go all out to save my friends, and he's like, I was like, oh, they just they left on such a cliffhanger. I know last time we did a Kaiju number 8 podcast, I was like, I want Kafka to do something crazy. I want him to rip out of his femur and stab someone with it, and so I think he's gonna start doing some crazy stuff. So. I
think that's almost the exact same example that you used. I want him to rip out his femur and stab something.
There's a reoccurring dream of Phil's.
Right. I just think he's got these.
Somebody animate it.
Fanfic animation.
Yes.
I just think he's got some untapped Kaiju powers we haven't seen yet. I think they're going to come out in this first part of the next season when this big battle happens. And I guess whether you consider this the second half of season 1 or season 2, I mean, whatever the next season is, whether it's 2 or 3 or whatever. But I think you're going to see some crazy stuff from Kafka.
Well, on a couple of those things. So one, when we're talking about the designs, I agree. I think the designs of these final sort of newly minted Kaiju created by No.8. I think they're all really unique looking, because you could have a kaiju show and you think giant monsters, and they all are sort of like something we've seen before. They're either Godzilla like, maybe it's like Mothra like, something we've seen in the big Godzilla type films or something. But you've got like a floating slab thing. You've got this like high school girl that looks very suspiciously familiar, that like transforms creepily and has a hole in her face.
Yeah, that was
so there's some good stuff there to make you. They look scary. Fish guy. So that's all good. The as far as the combat and ripping out femurs and stuff, I think that one thing, if I have a complaint about this show, is that some people are more conducive to having interesting battles, their abilities, so it's like the what is it, Division 1 or Division 2's pink hair guy that likes to play video games, as a messy room. He has a cool Narumi. Yeah, he has a cool style of his weapon, works to have cool combat. To see that on screen. On screen now here, our vice captain, he has a good combat style as well. And it's made more interesting by now a conflicting internal voice that he has to fight to control his body and powers and stuff. But then there's other characters that like we're getting now, white hair kid that's attuned to a weapon and is fighting, kind of being tested and stuff like that. Some of the just like shooting people that have guns and different ammunition, it's not as exciting to see them do combat.
Agreed.
I think they need to figure some of that out. I need to pull up their names. I am terrible with their
or just
names.
Even the old, like the guy who
Renault
theoretically died. He just has like these special powerful punching gloves. Like I don't know. Like cool,
I liked that. I liked that.
This is like punching.
See, but you get to fight them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I agree with Phil. I don't think his style was very interesting. I thought the battle was interesting because of the stakes behind it.
Sure.
And the more of the struggle emotionally for Kafka, like, do I hit him? Do I not hit him? Oh crap, he's really gonna kill me, so I should hit him, but oh no, like he's the direct, that sort of do I fight or not was more interesting to me. And then he did end up fighting and kind of failing. But yeah, punching wasn't very exciting to me. And I think we commented on that in the first part of this season, or half season, however you do it now. No laws on seasons. Both he and Kafka were doing a similar fighting style against 9, just punches. And that I was disappointed by, because we've already seen that. So I thought the director would have a little something else.
Yeah,
it works with, well, see, for instance, like, the director and Kafka, when they were fighting at the end of season 1, I like that. It worked well for them. I think it was like,
that was great.
So they work well being a similar size and sort of thing to do combat with one another.
And style.
Yeah. It's just when they were trying to show off these different abilities of Kafka earlier in season 2, and he was like sort of needlessly running up walls and stuff like that. I think that's when it just felt weird, and like I don't know, it's not as impressed. Like there's the moments that Kafka is so cool that just major giant punches and blocking stuff. But when you want a prolonged fight, I feel like they have to find a way to make some of these more interesting, is all. I think all the blade things are all cool. They've done good stuff. It's just, to me, mostly the firearms. I mean, that's why in John Wick, it's gun fu. It's not just shooting. They want to have hand-to-hand combat too. So they incorporate the guns with, so we need a little gun fu in Kaiju maybe. But then, if you have Kaiju that are giant, you're obviously not doing that to them. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag to me of how effective combat is viscerally.
Sure. Well, and the show addresses that in a way in the ending episodes here, because they're talking, what's interesting about these last few episodes, I can't remember the bald guy. Yeah, Narumi's like second in command.
Right.
He starts talking about how, humans have succeeded at combat because we study our enemies and we learn from them. And now it's being done to us. Kaiju number 9 studied them and now has created perfect foils, but only to the so far that we've seen, the ones that have more interesting fighting styles. Nobody has a gun counterpart yet. Do you know what I mean? Or like a straight gun counterpart. Like Narumi has a counterpart, or one a kaiju that mirrors his abilities, but he also has a sword/gun. We don't see Mina, Ashino have a counterpart yet. We don't see Reno, the white-haired kid who shoots ice now. He doesn't have a counterpart potentially yet.
Right.
They aren't shown having like a kaiju match. So I think the show kind of recognizes that potentially weakness, and maybe I'm hoping, and maybe this is just pure guesswork, taking some time to figure out what that might look like for them then.
Sure. Yeah. I mean,
or maybe they're coming in to save the day. I don't know. But, I'm just saying, like, I think we're getting set up for some cool fights potentially because we have some of the, more hand-to-hand fighters having a matched kaiju.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, maybe there's a different plan for the ranged assault people. Yeah. Because Mina's always cool, but she's got these giant rail guns. Or,
that's cool. Her rail gun is sweet.
Distance. She's just wiping out people. It just requires
distance
the
gun
time.
That's
cool.
That's cool. That's cool. But I get it. The rifle.
That was
the
really
rifle
fun.
play is a little bit like,
all right. But I like that they're not.
They should all just swap it up.
Just like
number 9
trade,
put all this time and
weapons.
thought into. No, they should just trade kaiju. They're like, oh, you put this, time and effort into creating the perfect foil for me. Well, Yankee swap.
Oh, sure.
Everybody gets a new kaiju, and we're just gonna fight different peeps.
I thought about that, but just like how do you manage that? Considering the distances, they are from one another. But yeah, I thought that would. I
know.
The play would be to try to, okay, well, if this is the foil for me, my weakness is this. Who's good against that? And we try to, But there is other people in the defense league. So
who's been training with me and now knows my go-to moves. So potentially would know these kaiju moves.
Yep. So do you have any characters that are either not interesting or they become more interesting, or because we did spend a lot of time, like you say, in this sort of training montage, but getting to know some people a little bit. Some people have been elevated to roles like Reno. It's like that. We kind of maybe figured that he'd play a big part, but I didn't know if it'd be this quick and in what way it would be. So everybody's cool.
Yeah, this back half was really this back half was just really even with everybody. Nobody, I think, was featured more than another, or nobody was like standout sequence. This is so cool. I just felt very even keel through the training part. And I think we're about to see some cool stuff.
100%. Yeah, for sure. In 1 to 2 years.
Exactly. Hang on, it's gonna be so cool.
His name is Iharu Furuhashi, and that's the red pink-haired guy with the whatever that's supporting Reno and stuff.
Sure.
I've never been a big fan of his and that character type often, even, but
with
it kind of came around a little bit for me. He was like, he's recognizing. I liked these moments in here where it's like, oh, really? Do we have to have him again here? But then he's I like his moment of like, I realize I've never been the good one, the talented one, whatever. And so that's not stopping him from doing his best and trying to make a difference. And in doing so, in becoming humble, he is becoming better at combat. He's syncing up with his suit better. He's having a greater output of combat power. So I just like that take. Like he didn't. Some characters will be his type and be that sort of arrogant thing for a long time or forever. And he's have a little bit of self-reflection, a little bit of awareness, and then that's paying off. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, I agree. And, not everybody can wear a suit and be super amazing, awesome. And he's just like, you know what? I'm a really good support system now.
Yeah.
I can do things that enable these people to be better and take care of business. And that helps just as much. So I did enjoy that sequence too.
That's like mine on the podcast. Support role to make you guys look better.
Just laying it up so we can dunk it in.
Yeah, right.
But so I was happy with I think all the characters pretty much, and he was the more surprising one maybe. I also like, Andrea, you talked about, you said it was, kind of sum it up as a training montage or scenario of this part of the season, and I think they did a pretty good job of that, because it'd be something like Demon Slayer that would do a training thing and it's just over in an episode. Like it's like, oh, we've cleared this whole, and I don't need it to go to the extreme that we used to have with anime, where half the season of a 26 episode season or more is is training, under one person. It's this new kind of training. It goes on for ages. Like we don't have to do that.
There's a happy middle ground there.
And maybe I'm exaggerating, but yeah, Demon Slayer is like, you're supposed to go to these elite people and you're going to train, and then we have that for an episode, and they've mastered some new thing and there's some unbelievable new level. And this really shot between different people. Like they showed some struggling with the suits and like physical harm. We go, like I said, Kafka doing hand-to-hand combat. We have just a variety of people all working. We show some of the other people just in the gym or whatever. And so, and then we don't come out on the other side and the new kaiju show up and they can just walk all over them either. They seem like they're still stuck. Like when the first half of the season concluded, they're up shit creek, and it feels like they still are. So for all their preparations, they didn't just become like, we see how much more powerful our vice captain has become here, and then Hoshina, and he, he's going to have even if he is more powerful, he's having problems controlling that. So I just think that's well done.
Yeah. He's going to be, I think, an interesting mirror to Kafka, because he has a sentient suit that is also, at times taking over him a little bit. In a very different way, but it's going to, I think, be a mirrored struggle for these two, and that's going to be interesting.
Yes.
To be better, is he going to have to? Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, to be better, is he going to have to surrender at some point? And this kaiju is just going to go bananas. And then how does he fight back to be like, oh, no, like I'm still in control?
Sure. I was just going to say, my only criticism of the training portion of the season was at no point did they play Hearts on Fire from Rocky IV. So that was kind of
well, and that's the thing.
Missed opportunity.
Wasn't really a montage. It was,
Yes.
So I'm just seeing here, is because I have some characters listed here. Kafka, he's always called the old man. He's just like make fun of his age all the time. But Mina and Naomi aren't that much. I guess they're 5 years younger than him. So it's that 5-year difference.
But when you're
now
young,
he's an old man.
5 years is big.
Yeah. They call him that because he's like a new recruit, like they are. He's not like they're in like leadership roles.
Right.
He's just another.
That's the double part. Like he's an old new recruit. Like, and again, when you're that young, 5 years is a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. It still stings. I'm not getting over it, Andrea.
Not that we aren't youngish, but like, when you think of like being 18 to 23, those years are pretty different.
No. 40. We seem very old to like. I mean, I don't speak for all of us. I'm older than you guys. I seem very old to people in their early 20s. I feel. I'll be 40 in March, so Speaking of my birthday,
God, that's right.
We bought our anime. We bought our convention tickets. So
nice, very nice.
Samesies.
Nice. Chris is coming this year.
He's really genuinely thinking about it.
Well, yeah, he should think harder about it and just buy the ticket.
I mean, here's the thing.
Put some peer pressure on him.
I will.
With Chris, with this, anyone that comes to the anime convention should be interested in anime. Like, because otherwise
he watches with me.
Okay. All right. If because
I'll force him to be interested.
It's just there's I can see people going that are kind of like casually interested, and then they spend more time doing something else. Like that's what I always tell people is like there is something that you can always do. Like but I wouldn't want him to just spend time by himself or whatever. You can go and spend a lot of time playing video games, and that's fun.
Sure.
Or go to the reading corner and read some stuff, whatever.
He'll have fun just going around with us and people watching and like joking, like late night anime titties. He'll love that, so.
Well, I was gonna say he very much likes. I mean, like some standard things where like Kaiju. It's good action and good story, or like he caught some Solo Leveling. He caught actually most of Solo Leveling. I might have him actually watch it with purpose because it's so good. But he caught a lot of that and really enjoyed it. And then he likes stuff like campfire cooking because we love cooking shows. Or he watched Delicious in Dungeon.
Nice.
Pretty much the whole way over my shoulder.
Yeah.
And it's it's just like watching Great British Baking Show or all that other kind of stuff where you're just like, it's like half about the food.
Yeah.
Right.
He'll like it. He'll enjoy it. And then we go and party.
Like I wouldn't show him Don to Don.
Oh, yeah.
But
now Food Wars then, Andrea.
I mean,
Food Wars.
Wait.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You both talked over each other.
Sorry.
I say it's Food Wars. Yeah.
Food Wars. Okay. I don't think I've watched that actually.
Oh,
it gets crazy, but it's about food. So.
It starts kind of crazy, actually.
Is it about food?
Actually,
is there a war?
About food.
There are, yes. I actually think it starts out very outlandish. Like it starts out like people are eating this food, and it's like literally giving them like food gasms, and their clothes just fly off, and it actually gets tamer as the show goes on. I feel like less of.
Did we watch an episode of this?
Yeah,
at the con for
sure.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, it's good though. It's funny, and they don't show like full nudity, but Food Wars. Sure. What I was going to say is, speaking of Don to Don, is that a new Don to Don shirt, John?
Yeah,
I can only see the
off. I have a new. Here, I'll move the speaker.
Oh, love it. Yeah. Awesome.
Nice.
That's great. I haven't seen that one either. I love when you can find like original ones that aren't like all over the place.
Yeah, I think it's pretty nice, pretty cool. Stands out. Ashley got a different Don to Don shirt too, so we both picked up Don to Don shirts.
Fun.
And I also have this that arrived.
Nice. Yep.
So
nice.
Time to find my new religion.
Yep. You seen it, Andrea?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
No, just very recognizable imagery.
Yep.
Sure.
And I know the basic plot, but no, I have not actually seen it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we've kind of diverged into some other things. Do we have any? Do we have any final thoughts? I mean, or anything that you want to get into deeper? But otherwise, any final thoughts on Kaiju No.8,
sure.
season 2, and where we've left off, and anything?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cliffhanger, but it's, I don't know, the way some people were reacting online, you would have thought they stopped like in the middle of a battle or in the middle of somebody talking.
Sure.
And I was like, yes, it's a really good cliffhanger, and it's I would have loved to see what comes next, but it didn't not make sense.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It didn't leave off dead in the middle of something. It's just like, oh God, that's killer to wait to finally see Kafka emerge and see what's going to happen. So yeah, I honestly thought it was smart. I thought it was a good point to leave off on, and it leaves a lot of potential and possibility for what the heck is the team going to do.
The cool thing about anime, at least anime currently in the current context of popularity, kind of internationally, is that you can have a show you're loving that like stops and you have to wait a year or two for a new season. And then there's like, within a couple weeks or a couple months, there's other shows you can try. There's new shows coming out that are like supposed to be really good that you can look forward to. There are other second and third and fourth seasons of other shows that you watch. There's always something almost out or coming soon or a show to try. I mean, you can, depending on how much you really want to fill your free time with watching anime, there's always a handful of shows to try. So I get where people are coming from. It's like, I want to see what happens with this, but also like, I mean, I watched the end of the season. It's probably been a month since I finished this a while ago, maybe not a month, but I've already moved on. I've moved on to other things. So I'm not even thinking about Kaiju anymore, but I mean, obviously I'm excited for when it comes around again, but you just got to move on because there's so many other things you can watch. And, January, John was saying, there's, free runs coming in January, free run season 2. I think, is JJK coming back in January too?
Yeah, I think Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, I think both.
Chainsaw Man.
And Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, has a movie coming in early December.
Right. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff coming too. So, it's all good.
I think if the delay is going to be, your break is going to be a little bit longer, is not a bad idea to have a cliffhanger.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. Make sure people,
because there is so much to choose from. So
yeah,
there is.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, to me, I just enjoy the fact that something like this is coming back, because there was a point in time where I was watching so much anime that was one season and it would end somewhere that I was like, this could very naturally pick back up. And it just like, so many of them never
does.
Had second seasons.
Sure.
And it was so disappointing to be like, here, even though it's, again, not like the worst cliffhanger, it's still something where you're like, I'll never know. So I don't know, maybe I just feel a little spoiled now that we get so much, continuation.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's, I'm trying to find the good image here to end on. But yeah, again, a show that I was not super excited about at the beginning, and I've ended up really liking it, and it's just been a fun one. I got to emphasize again too that the opening animation and music for season 1 and 2 are phenomenal.
Yes.
I'm not one that is typically, I like it when they stick and they have some of the good Japanese bands or groups or whatever do songs, but they've grabbed some different English ones for these and they nailed it. So if you're gonna branch out and do something a little different, take that risk, then at least in this case, it really worked out.
Yep.
Yeah, good decisions for sure.
100%. Yep. That's a great show.
Okay, well, that's it for Kaiju number 8 for a while anyways. We'll see what happens next. Yeah, you mentioned, things coming in January. Freerun, I mean, Chainsaw Man and Freerun are two of my favorites. So if they're both coming around at the same time, I shouldn't have, do I rush and try to catch up on all the things I've been behind on now, or just relax and I'll save the anime for when it's all.
I mean, are the things you're catching up on finite, or are they also continuing? Like, what are you behind on?
Yeah, well, we were watching Witch Watch and My Dress Up Darling, and then the Bed and Breakfast one, and then we never finished. I never finished Orb. We had Apothecary Diaries. The marriage one. I forget what that one's called.
My Happy Marriage.
Yeah. My Happy Marriage. Yeah.
The other cooking one we mentioned.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh yeah.
So there's a whole bunch. Pick like one. Just straight in the middle of. Well, that's why we just started the Bed and Breakfast one. We're like, just
like pick one, chill. And that's your goal. And then if you get done and you're like, we could do another, great. If not, then you just like enjoy your one at a leisurely pace.
Yep.
The other thing is too, I
feel gonna be the holidays. It's gonna be busy. Like just take it easy.
I also feel like when there's like a big show airing that everyone's watching, like when Freerun, for example, starts airing, everyone's gonna be watching it every week, and you're gonna be excited to like watch anime. So it's not like you can binge Freerun. You're only gonna watch once a week at most, and so you might be like, I want to watch something else. I want to watch more Freerun, but I'll have to watch Delicious in Dungeons instead, I guess. There'll be time to watch other stuff, I think. I'll finish it before Freerun comes out.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I don't recently anyhow, I haven't been binging much of anything really. So it is nice to have the weekly thing, but now that I'm so behind on all these things that were weekly at one point, they're binge things now. They're no longer weekly endeavors.
True. Yeah.
So
well, forget all. I recommend you forget all about all those other shows and watch Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider.
Well, so we need another show to talk about on the next episode, and we got to see what Andrea, you got to submit your pick. So we got to have something we'll all watch. So if there's something that you're in the middle of, or something you want to start, or if Phil's Tojima show sounds good to you, you can think about it and let us know, because there is I will watch one other thing or whatever so we have something for the show. Like I would start going through Neon Genesis Evangelion again, but I can do a solo podcast on that too if I want.
Sure, I do one on that.
It's episode basis.
I remember it well enough to I can jump on a pod with you on that too.
Are you sure? Can you quote it, Phil?
No, but no, I enjoyed it. It's just like heavy, but it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I could use something heavy right now, because
it's intense.
I finished up this last year Heavenly Delusion, the anime, but I don't know. There's so many things, guys. There's so many things. Just like your advice is correct. You just got to pick one. Just do it. Don't worry about the rest.
Yep.
You get to it someday.
We'll always be there.
You don't.
Yeah, they're never going to go away.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know that for sure, I guess. But
true. Technically that's true. But
if it does, there's enough other stuff. But that's why I bought this. It's like this is and then I have it, and because there are some shows like Kaiju Code Geass. People love Code Geass, and for a while, the company was out of business. The rights were sort of wherever, not on a streaming service. You get to buy it out of print, and then eventually gets picked up and it exists now again. But still,
yeah, that's a good point.
So, anyways, that'll do it from us. Ohio Anime, thank you for being here, guys. Glad to be back at it. Next week should be a regular Popcast on the Rocks episode that you can find on the Popcast on the Rocks channel. If you subscribe to Popcast on the Rocks on a podcast directory, this show gets sent there as well. So everything in one place that way. Otherwise, if you only want this Ohio Anime content, then you can subscribe to the Ohio Anime YouTube channel. Leave comments, share, like, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And I don't know. Go back, look at the other stuff, look at those shows we've covered.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrea left.
Bye,
she looked like she was preoccupied with something, and then drop out. But yeah, like I always like to watch a show, and if I'm really into it, I want to find out something. I'm not done being in that space. I want to hear someone talk about it or discuss it. So
yeah, absolutely.
Find those old episodes and enter the chats and whatever. So
100%.
Yes. Anyways, Phil, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you right next time.